A new leaf. Day 46. 46 days closer to new horizons. Hello. As you can see, my head is very... My head is very, very round. Very round in this moment, just because I'm wearing my hood. But, let's smile and fake to be enthusiastic, everyone. How you doing? It's storming like crazy over here. When I woke up, like, everything was off. So I was just like, okay, so the power went out when I was sleeping. So that's really, really fun. It's been storming like crazy. I looked outside, electrical storm. It looked like it was a 90s disco outside. Just a wonderful dance club of it just constantly pulsating light outside. My dog didn't like that, of course, but she's not allowed downstairs in this moment of time. Which is, rest in peace, little rusty girl. Sorry about that. She's gonna have to die upstairs. Excuse me. She's gonna have to enjoy her time getting spooked by everything upstairs, which isn't good. But hey, she's not allowed down here until we catch the mouse. So it's moved out of my room. I don't know exactly where it is. It appears it was only one mouse. It got out of every single one of our traps. So I'm just like, boy, am I happy about that. Uh-oh. 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 Thundercrack. Alright, so I actually have the keyboard set up specifically to play Harvest Moon, right? But looks like I'm gonna have to unset it up because it is not working the way that I want it to. So, just one moment as I fix it, but, last night, I finished watching all of Demon Slayer, everything that came out recently, and then I, in turn, read all of Demon Slayer, or Katabata no Yuba, or, whatever it is in Japanese. I ended up reading it all, up to 175 that was on the manga site. I think there may have been like 2 chapters, or maybe 1 chapter already out already. But I ended up reading the majority of it, and if not all of it, and it was very, very good. Very good. I'm surprised at how good it was. It's kind of funny, because I know... Whoa, T-set, red. Wait a minute. Hold on. The T-set can be changed? Big confused boy, along with the floor seat. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Interesting, I say to myself multiple times, thinking, what can it be changed into? What will it be changed into? How can it be changed into? Alright, let's see. Let's see, how can we get some tickets? Isn't there a thing that tells you where you can get your tickets? Ah, I know. Sorry about that. Let's see, I believe it is right here. Good fit, till tomorrow morning until Monday morning. Bug Boss Initiative. Bug catchers get no respect. It's time to show the world that what you're capable of. You don't hold back. So I'll go out there and catch 20 bugs. Okay. Ship it. Everyone knows the finest goods travel by air. Have you purchased shipped right to your door when you buy 3 items for the catalog. Tuna Initiative. Uh-oh, your mail misses its best friend. Turn tuna, catch 1 from the ocean, and reunite the classic combo. So you want me to catch a tuna? Is that what's going on? Some folks dress for success, but why not dress to look great? Get started and spend over 500 bells at Able Sisters. Okay. That's kind of like weird, and that's kind of cool. I never really looked at it. I looked at it every once in a while because I was like, oh, I kind of want this item, but I've just been getting them through proxy, just playing the game. But Demon Slayer, very, very. There's sometimes in the Demon Slayer manga, I could say this. I don't know if you ever read 3-0. Oh god, what's it called? What's this? Oh, this is the flamingo. Excuse me. As you can see, I still have phlegm in my chest. I've been trying to like just cough it all up. It's not been working at all. I've been in like this kind of moment where I'm pretty much done being sick, but I just got my chest all filled up with calm, which sucks. Goodness, what is it called? I completely forgot what that anime was called. I have like a very big forehead, right? I think most people's foreheads are 4 things. 4 fingers. Let's see. God, what is it called? I forgot what it was called. Let's see. Tokyo Ghoul. There we go. Tokyo Ghoul. There's some moments in the Demon Slayer manga that reminds me of Tokyo Ghoul within a sense that I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Or they skip, like, important frames. It's kind of rare, but when the fights happen, that's what happens, and I'm just like, I don't know what happened. Did I skip a page? Did I miss a page? I know there's a manga website that I ended up reading it on, and it ended up skipping 4 fucking chapters. I was like, why? Why is there 4 chapters missing? It made no fucking sense. I was very upset. Because then I looked back and I was like, oh, I've been skipping chapters like a motherfucker. Because this fucking site, this degenerate of a site, didn't have all the chapters correct. Upset. I was very upset. As you can see, I'm upset right here. But Demon Slayer, yeah. Demon Slayer is very good. The anime, how do I say this? Like, made the manga better. Like, for its adaptation, it, like, made it better. Like, it is gorgeous. The anime is absolutely gorgeous. And the kind of, like, pacing that they have for the storytelling in the anime is way better than the manga. Like, there's some things that happen, like, later on. I won't spoil it since you're on episode 3, Soundwave. There's some things that happen later on, like, around, like, episode 20, where you get flashbacks on characters, right? That stuff happens like 10, 20 chapters after they're relevant and they're not around anymore. It just happens randomly in the middle of an arc. And I was just like, ugh. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I don't think it's gonna last very long. I feel like it's gonna end. I don't know. In my mind, that's what I think. I don't think it's one of these animes that last for years and years. I think it has, like, a set story, and then it's just gonna end. It's not gonna be like, oh, Luffy wants to become Pirate King, and so we meander for 19 years. Or spend 3 years on Doflamingo, or whatever it was. We pretty much spent a year or 2 in Wano already, and people are just like, woo, alright, can't wait till the 2nd act, in One Piece. Can't wait for the 3rd act. Can't. But, I guess today's an anime episode, right? But, my favorite anime and manga, not anime too much, I really like the movies for One Piece, but my favorite manga is One Piece. It's really daunting to get into. For a lot of people, it looks goofy, for one. It has a different art style. It's kind of evolved over time, which is weird. I started reading around Fishing Island arc, which is around over a decade ago, and I started reading it when I was a teenager. I'm 26 years old now. So in turn, it's been a long time. A long time since that anime's been coming out, and he spent the majority of his life making that manga. Excuse me, not the anime. Since I'm usually a manga reader, I like reading manga over the anime. Except for Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, the anime is fucking fantastic. Good job. Like, you usually get some, like, dodo shitty studios that... Excuse me, I don't think you get shitty studios. Sometimes there's some studios where they give, like, the Berserk anime. They gave the Berserk anime to a studio and to producers who only really ever made, like, moe, like, mush. Like, K-On! Stuff. Like, girls sitting together drinking tea and being cute and making faces. They gave Berserk to that to people who made that. Which I feel like when it comes to giving material for studios, I feel like it's just sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't know why. I don't know why they were like, you know what? Let's give Berserk to a studio. This manga that is known for being gritty. This manga that has a whole bunch of that's drawn beautifully, heavy black lines, beautiful shading, lots of black, but it just kind of like not in the sense like Bleach, lots of black, where some of the pages are like. You had to set them up out the dry, like, goddamn, Kaite Kuba, what are you doing? But, just these beautiful shaded pages, and then they made it into a 3D anime, which the recent movies for Berserk, which are on Netflix, I do recommend watching them. It tells you the, I guess, the arc after the first one, which is kind of funny, because I feel like the manga probably should have started on the Golden Age arc, because it's literally half of the manga. A flashback that lasts for half of the manga. It was ridiculous. But I don't know, I just feel like there's sometimes they give properties to studios that just don't match up for whatever reason, and it's very upsetting, and you get real big stinkers. Like another example, Nesekoi. Another example of where they give like kind of like a nothing manga. Like, I really like Nesekoi. I read Nesekoi. I really like the idea of it. It was one of my favorites from way back when. So Nesekoi, the premise is this guy has his locket, and it's like a harem manga about all these girls, right? Who he made promises to way back when. That he was gonna marry. Not he was gonna marry, but people that he was like in love with, or something along those lines. But they all have keys, right, to the locket, possibly for whatever reason. But they all have keys, and they don't know that his childhood friend has a key. This girl who from the States has a key. They all used to be friends when they were younger, and they were like, "Hey, let's play again when we're older." Blah 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 blah. That's pretty much it. They give them the people that make the the story series. I forgot. I can only say it in English. I don't know what the Bakugatari series, which is what is it called? Bakugatari. But the anime of Nesekoi is like flowery and beautiful and great. It's like weird. It's like there's no in between to like what gets animated. Like Black Clover. Let's talk about Chituke. Sadly, I disagree with you, sir. I like Onodera a little bit more. I believe that's her name. It's been a while. I like the country girl who grew out her hair super long for him. She's my favorite. Let's see. Oh, you don't put your money there. But it's one of those things where like you get like mangas that aren't really crazy artistically are given to a studio that like makes it super super crazy artistic. And I feel like there's a lot of manga that probably deserve that just ended up not getting it. Because Nesekoi just looks pretty. The anime, it looks fucking gorgeous. Definitely how things are going. Done. Let's see. I need to store some things, definitely. But Black Clover looks really, really good sometimes. It looks really, really good. I like Black Clover a lot. I really like I like the characters. The characters are fantastic. The characters in it are awesome. You pretty much follow a group of degenerates, and they're all super cool. And they're all lazy. They're all lazy and super talented in a way. Let's see. What do I get rid of here? Ninja sword. I thought I sold this. Am I stupid? What? Okay. I'm streaming. Are you gonna be up? Buddy! Are you gonna be up? Just give me like 20 minutes. and then I'll make the food. Hey, wait. Oh my god. So, it appears it's gonna be a shorter stream today, right now. My little brother wants me to make food for him, and it's also food that I wanted to eat also. There's these, they're not, like, actual, like, thick steaks. They were, like, really thin steaks, like the ones that you see in, like, movies when they're like, yo, I was about to say, yo, bitch, yo, I don't even know why I'm talking like that, yo, but, yeah, I really like the Black Clover characters. The power dynamic in there is really cool. It's obviously, it's very simple, right? Everyone has a different type of magics. But it's very cool. It's very interesting. I like the anime when the fight scenes happen look very good, but everywhere else is kind of bland-ish. Also, this is probably one of the few animes, few mangas that even like show a character having like divine heavy interest in someone, right? I think it's Seven Deadly Sins, which I watched the first season and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I like the way the girls look. I like how delicious they look. But in turn, it wasn't something that I was really 100% into at all. But I guess an example of that could be that I completely forgot what I was saying. Just because I started moving windows around on my computer. Let's see here. I believe I can set this down. Look at that. Nice Nippon, beautiful room. Boom. Nice. Beautiful. I love it. I actually want to buy the sweets from Gracie. Actually, the sweets from Gracie looks really good. Actually, God, I'm trying to think, man. More stuff, but I don't know. It's just an example for One Piece is that it's very popular and probably the most money-making anime for the past over decade plus, right? Over 2 decades, excuse me. And it doesn't get the funding to do things correctly, or it's not doing it correctly for, like, how My Hero Academia, right? My Hero Academia, what they do, they take little breaks in between seasons, right? And then, to give time for the manga to develop. And, boy, I really don't know how people got into My Hero Academia, because the first arcs are fucking garbage. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. They're fucking garbage and they're boring. There's nothing interesting happening at all. Only up until, like, the new season coming out for the anime, which I believe is season 3, I think? I don't know. Like, the training arc where they go out in the forest and they get poisoned, and then everyone's trying to survive, and then we get to see, the League of Villains for the first time. Everyone gets to see Dobby, and everyone gets freaking hard for Dobby, which I don't care about him. It sucks. He has, like, no conviction. It's like, what is he? A wet paper towel? Literally no conviction. What's up? But they're not giving the manga the time to develop, and they're just like, let's just do whole-ass filler arcs a la Bleach. Oh my god. Even though the Bleach filler was really good, to be honest with you, I really liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Fullbringer arc of Bleach, and everyone fucking hates it. I was like, hey man, this is actually pretty cool. I like the idea of these powers. Though nothing really mattered in the end for that. Because Vegeta was All Might. That is true. They had Vegeta be All Might in My Hero Academia. But the concept, I could definitely say the concept of My Hero Academia was fantastic. Because there was a couple episodes ago where I was talking about, hey, to tell if you're going to like My Hero Academia, read the first chapter of it, right? Not even watch the first episode. You could watch the first episode. I don't think the first episode has the same impact as the first chapter of it. But, like, you could watch it, And you could read it, and then you'd be like, okay, do I want to sit through all this? I don't know. Maybe. Like, the recent arc of My Villain Academia, excuse me, where they focused on the League of Villains in the manga, was fantastic. Everyone was shitting on it in the beginning. I was like, just wait. The people are gonna... This is their way to mature them, because everyone was getting so strong in UA, right? And all the heroes are so fucking ridiculously strong. All the kids are just developing. Deku is like overpowered. He's crazy, right? How is he going? How is anyone from the League of Villains gonna like, stand up to him now, right? Literally, no one. No one would be able to do it. And then in this chapter, they go up against an entire fucking city. The League of Villains. They get brought into a fight in an entire city. They also were fighting like this monster for months and months on end every single day, while in hiding and also developing their quirks. And then you also get the main guy. I think his name's Shigarasi. Oh god, I don't say the names. I just read them, so I can't recall it correctly. But the main guy of the League of Villains, his quirk develops, his memory unlocks, you learn about his past and everything like that. It's awesome. You learn about everyone's past and the idea of quirks making people who they are, regardless of how you're supposed to fit in to a society, right? I don't know. It was interesting. But they fought an entire town and it was awesome. And Twice is the shit. Even though I hated the fact that he was a stupid Deadpool ripoff. I fucking hate that. But hey, he looked fantastic. You know, it's kind of funny. The guy who voices Vegeta, right? I can't remember his name. It's ridiculous, and he's been in the industry forever, and his voice is just so prominent. He voices Zoro, which is a badass in One Piece. He voices Yami in Black Butler, which he's one of the few reasons why I stopped. I kept like watching the dub of that because I just really Yami is probably the best thing about Black Clover. Did I say Black Butler? Black Clover. Black Clover. Let's see here. Why is everything sold out? That looks cute as hell, man. Not gonna lie. Look at that dress. White pants, dude. There's also a point where, for Dragon Ball Z, right? Dragon Ball, just Dragon for short. There was a point in where I was like, I can't listen to the Japanese dub at all. I could not listen to the Japanese dub. The Japanese dub was just grating on me. But as time went on, and I watched the Tournament of Power, right? I got used to Grandma Goku. So much so that Grandma Goku's kind of replaced what Goku sounds like to me, which is crazy, because I only watched the dub when I was younger. That's all I ever watched. Never even... When I was a little kid watching Dragon Ball Z during the, what was happening? The Android Saga was happening when I was a little kid. I had absolutely no idea that there was that this came out over decades ago, and it's just decades upon, like, I think it was like 15 years before it got, like, kind of, like, released correctly over here, right, in the mid-90s, and it was already over in, like, in 2000s with Dragon Ball GT, right, which I like a couple of things in Dragon Ball GT, but, to be completely honest with you, the majority of it made me want to fucking kill myself. It was not fun. Is this a do-rag, dog? Is this a do-rag? Oh, it's a swimming cap. I thought it was a do-rag. Oh, man. I was about to freak out. I was like, what? They got a do-rag in here? What the fuck? So, over the course of a week, over the course of, like, probably this two weeks, I think, I've watched and read all of Black Clover. I've watched all of Shield Hero, a Rising of a Shield Hero, which is, if you like RPGs and just because I'm so into D&D and I like the aspect of consequences and like just thinking about how things work in this world, like there was a concept they brought up in Rising of the Shield Hero that the character, one of the strong characters, defeated a dragon, right? They killed a dragon. Dragon's dead. There is a do-rag. Hell yeah, brother. They killed the dragon. They left the dragon there, right? In a video, there's other heroes, right? How do I say this? There's other heroes. So along with the shield hero, there are 3 other heroes. There's the spear hero, the sword hero, and the bow hero, right? The shield hero's treated like shit, and they've always been treated like shit no matter what. So like, tough luck, buddy. So the sword hero, he ends up killing a dragon, and he leaves the body there. Now, in the beginning of the story, when they get summoned from the real world, because it's an isekai, right? All from their different versions of Japan. Everyone comes from a different version of Japan. They're like, hey, who won World War II? And they're like, yo, dog, I gotta tell you something, dude. They bring up the concept of like, oh, this is like a video game in my world. It's like XYZ. And it was like, no, it's actually like XYZ. No, it was like, oh, we have different, this is a new bug. We all have the same game with a different name in our world. This is not a new bug, actually. I'm looking at it. Big lies. Violent middle. I know, it's taking me so long to explain this current thing, but I keep getting distracted with something in the game. Oh, actually, is this tree? This tree isn't even mature, dude. What the heck? What an asshole. Who did that? Get out of here. Let me fix that real quick. Plant the bug. Makes a bug tree. That'd be sick, dude. Making a bug tree? Dude, that'd be so sick. But the dragon he killed, it ends up poisoning the area. It doesn't disappear like it does in the video game, like they're treating this world. They're treating this world like a video game, right? And that was a really cool concept of the idea that, hey, when a big, scary monster, powerful monster dies, you gotta do something with the body, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna poison the ecosystem and, like, kill a lot of people. And, also for the fact that it was a dragon, it was a very powerful and, interesting creature. Just due to the fact that when it died, its bones still held the hatred it had, which was pretty cool. But it's oh boy, I'm just gonna ignore him. He's not here. Should I? I don't know. I'm gonna get embarrassed if I do anything with him. Let's see. I totally am gonna get embarrassed doing stuff for him. Alright. I don't even like any of your furniture. Cinnamon buns are not currency. Not yet, anyway. I hope. Alright, come on, buddy, wake up. But yeah, I can understand how you can fall out of Rise of the Shield Hero Soundwave. It's slow. It is slow. And, I think that's the reason I like it. I like it. It reminds me of D&D. And, I really like the way they tell the story. I really like how, oddly enough, I know Shield Hero got this crazy amount of press of people being pissed off because the main character, spoiler alert, you kind of learned this, like, 2 episodes in, I think this happens. The main character, the Shield Hero, as he says, he's shit on and no one really respects him or anything like that, right? They only like the other 3 heroes. And that's just the way the society's built up, because there's a religion around the heroes, and they only like the 3, and Shield's useless, blah, 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 you know. Because it has no attacks or anything like that. The Shield Hero, he gets accused of rape, right? Someone from a royal family, one of the royal family in the show, he gets accused of rape. He didn't get a crew or anything like that, and she's like, hey, let me be part of your crew. She was nice to him, and just really sweet to him, and she's like, hey, we leveled up, you know, we're making money, you know, let's drink tonight, like, let's drink to the night. She was trying to get him drunk, didn't work. He's like, no, I don't drink, I'm gonna go to bed, and then, she ended up setting up a whole situation, just completely shitting on him, over and over and over again. And everyone, even the people he came into the world with who got isekai'd with him, were like, "Whoa, can't believe you did something like that, buddy. That's real fucked up. You know, it's you think it's a game, but you still can't do that shit." And then he pretty much gets ostracized. No one respects him. Everyone hates him. He goes to buy a slave, a cute little raccoon girl, and and the story goes on from there. And he ends up cleaning up the mess from all the big heroes who are just like treating it like a video game. They're like, "Oh, I turned in this item. It's a rare seed. Duh, idiot. It's gonna make some food for you guys. It's gonna be good, right? Everyone's gonna listen to me because I'm the hero and I know better." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go kill this dragon and not do anything with his body. I'm gonna kill the dragon that was messing with the area." You read the manga? I didn't read the manga for that, but I know that the person that ends up accusing her for him for rape ends up being called bitch, and her adventurer name being called whore, slut. It's been kind of translated differently, I've noticed. But it's pretty interesting. And then the king, who is also his daughter, ended up he was called trash. But I think that was the same through all the translations that I've seen. But it's interesting. I really like it. I really like it. I'm glad that it got seasons 2 and 3. I'm surprised it even was that popular to begin with. Let's see. I actually, you know, dude, I think it's Peru. It could be Argentina. I think it's Peru. Dude, I got it right. Hell yeah. Are you gonna give me a... Am I gonna get it in the mail? I guess I'm gonna get it in the mail, yeah? You read the manga. You read the manga of the Shield Hero, but yeah, you couldn't watch the anime. So I can't give context of if it was. I didn't read the manga at all. I could barely read light novels. I read the first ever light novel I read was Ori Emo. I can't believe my little sister could be this cute. The incest manga, the incest anime that caught the world by storm and made everyone know about ciscons, or at least one of the more popular ones, even though Kiss X Sis was pretty heavy on it, dude. Was pretty heavy on it. But I've reached the 32-minute mark. I have to go make food for my little brother. We're gonna eat some stuff. It used to be there used to be a site that I had on my old computer that had every single light novel that came out. It was just a congregation of it, and you had to go in there through a proxy and have like a password and stuff. But whatever. Anyway, I loved Ori Emo. It was the best. They're cousins or something like that. But anyway, have a wonderful day. I gotta go make food. It's storming. Have a wonderful night. Animes in this chat. Anime talk today. So sadly, no Rune Factory after this. My brother barely ever asked me to do anything for him, so I'm gonna make food for him. So have a good day. Bye. Love you. Sorry about the short stream. Sorry. Let's see. Tomorrow we'll do a longer one. I know today's Friday, but hey. Hugs and kisses, baby. Bye. Hearts in the chat.